Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. In this video, we are going to study Kirchhoff's voltage law and we are also going to solve one numerical based on it. So before starting the video, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. Kirchhoff laws are given by a German scientist whose name is Gustav Robert Kirchhoff. For the easier analysis of interconnection of any number of elements in the network, he gave these laws and they form the basis for network analysis and they can be applied to DC as well as AC circuits. So he gave two laws. First law is called as Kirchhoff's current law, which deals with the flow of current. Second law is called as Kirchhoff's voltage law, which deals with the voltage drop across the network elements such as resistors, capacitors or inductors. Now there is some limitation of these laws, that these laws are based on lumped element model. What is the meaning of lumped element model? That means they are applicable to lumped type of networks. Lumped type of networks are the networks in which the network elements are physically separable. So they are only applicable to such type of networks, but they are not applicable to the distributed type of networks where the network elements are not physically separable. So the example of distributed type of network is transmission line where Kirchhoff laws are not applicable. Now let us see the statement of Kirchhoff's voltage law. The statement is the algebraic sum of voltages or voltage drops in any closed path or mesh of a network traversed in single direction is 0. So here the algebraic sum of voltages means when we consider the positive and negative signs of the voltages and voltages drops in the equation of the KVL, then it is called as algebraic sum of voltages or voltage drops. When taken in the closed path or mesh traversed in single direction is 0. Means the algebraic sum of voltages or voltage drops in a closed path when taken in a single direction will be equal to 0. So either we consider clockwise direction or we can consider it in the anti-clockwise direction for finding out the equation. Now the equation of KVL is sigma k is equal to 1 to n, Vk is equal to 0, where n is the total number of voltages measured. Now KVL is also called as loop rule, mesh rule. Now let us see the sign convention of Kirchhoff's voltage law. When we move from the negative polarity to positive polarity in the loop, then the voltage drop or voltage is taken as positive, and when we move from the positive polarity to negative polarity in the loop, then the voltage drop or voltage is taken as negative. So here we have taken one circuit. So let us find out the KVL equation for this circuit diagram. Here let this point is A point. Now we start from this point and we end at this point to find the KVL equation. So we assume the loop current in the clockwise direction. So let this be I. Now here we can see that this is negative terminal and this is positive terminal. Again this is positive, this is negative. And we know that in the resistance, when we enter into the resistance and the current entering point is taken as positive and current leaving point at the resistance is taken as negative. Similarly for R2, current entering point will be positive, current leaving point will be negative. Similarly for R3 it is positive and leaving point is negative. Now we apply the KVL in this loop after assuming the polarity for resistances. When we start from A, we move from this negative terminal to positive terminal of V1. So we take it as positive V1. Again for resistance R1, we move from this positive polarity to negative polarity. So we take it as minus and the drop will be I into R1. Since R1, R2, R3 are in series, so I current will flow through all these three resistances So the drop is minus I into R1. Similarly for R2, we move from positive to negative, so we take it as negative minus IR2. For R3 also we move from positive to negative, so we take minus of IR3. Now again one voltage source is there, we move from positive to negative, then we take it as negative V2 equal to 0. So from this equation we can write V1 minus V2 is equal to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. So in this way we can find out the KVL equation and also the current in the loop. Kirchhoff's voltage law is based on the conservation of energy, because here no energy is lost. We are starting from a point and we are ending at a point for applying the KVL in the loop. So there is no loss of energy. No loss of energy will be there. So hence the Kirchhoff's voltage law based on conservation of energy. Now let us see the uses of KVL. First one is, when used with the Ohm's law, it can be used for mesh analysis. Second, it is used in the lump type of networks like linear or non-linear, active, passive, bilateral, unilateral type of networks are lump type of networks where it is applicable. Now let us solve one problem related to KVL. Find the power dissipation in 100 ohm resistor and find the voltage rating of the dependent source. So here we have to find out the power dissipation in the 100 ohm resistor. This is 100 ohm resistor and we have to find out the voltage rating of dependent source. So this is the dependent source which depends on this loop current I. So here we apply KVL in the loop. So again we start from this point A, and when we come here at this dependent voltage source, we move from positive to negative, so we take it as negative minus 500 I. Again for this voltage source, we move from negative to positive in the clockwise direction, so we take it as positive 2 plus 2. And for this 100 ohm, we move from positive to negative, we take it as minus 100, and the current through 100 ohm is I. Again for this voltage source 6 volt, we move from negative to positive, we take it as plus 6. And all the sum of these voltage drops and voltages will be equal to 0. Now from this equation we get 8 is equal to 600 I. So from this equation we get I is equal to 8 upon 600, which is equal to 13.33 milliampere. Now we find out the power dissipation. Power dissipation formula is I square into R. Here resistance is 100 ohm, so we get I square into 100, which is equal to 13.33 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square into 100. So power dissipation will be equal to 17.77 milliwatt. Now we find the voltage rating of the dependent source. Voltage rating of this dependent source, it will be equal to voltage rating is equal to 500 I, which is equal to 500 into 13.33 into 10 to the power minus 3. So voltage rating will be equal to 6.67 volt. So this is equal to 6.67 volt here. And the power dissipation we got here 17.77 milliwatt. So in this way we can find out the values depending applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So hope friends you understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.